Adams checks the sidelines. Adams once again back to pass. He's going to have to step up in the pocket. Nowhere to go. He's going to keep it. And Dreiling brings him down after a gain of 3. That's a coverage stop right there for the Gorillas. The secondary giving him no options as Bryce Young and Ruben Thomas recovered.
Absolutely, and that's definitely a coverage sack because the Pittsburgh defensive end lost contained, but Dreiling, when you have Dreiling out there, you basically don't have to worry about that because he erases a lot of mistakes that happen in Dreiling, putting the hammer down on Trevor Adams.
Robert Burton III, the deep back. He's going to get his first carry of the ball game. A little zone blocking to the right. Balled it up early from the Gorilla front 7. Gain of 2, 3rd and 5 upcoming for the Bearcats.
And we're seeing the Bearcats struggle to get yards easy, and they are doing a fairly conventional offensive game plan. That was run right up the middle, nothing fancy, but they're not getting anything. And a 3rd and 5 is risky. There's not a whole lot of designed just for 5 yards. It's usually bigger plays to get 10 or shorter ones to get 3. 5, it's in that gray area.
3 receivers, Clint Utter to the bottom, watched closely by Aries Heron. 3rd and 5, Adams changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Dreiling's going to come on a blitz up the middle. Adams looking over the middle. That's going to be caught. What a catch by Bryce Young as he tried to keep his feet. Good enough for a first down to the 35.
Well, that pass had to be threaded because that defense was coming for Adams, and that was a bullet. And Young did a good job just hanging on, let alone stumbling and bumbling for a few extra yards. Yeah, if he could have kept his feet, he might have had a touchdown, but still, great job there to just get his hands on it.
That was a great blitz pickup as well from the Bearcats. Dreiling came on that late middle blitz, something he's so good at. That's going to be terrifying seeing a 3-time All-American with a full head of steam.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, he comes in and he does not take it easy.
Adams rolling right, looking back across the field, almost gets sacked, but he's going to keep it, limiting the damage back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. It was Joe Uzzle who almost had him in the backfield.
Yeah, and right now Uzzle's thinking, darn, I almost missed a 5.
Bearcats showing blitz. Abenoha looking over the middle. Combs in and out of his hands, and it's picked off by Enyard in the middle of the field. A tip interception, and Enyard comes up with it, and the Bearcats, all the momentum on their side.
You said it right, and the crowd for the Bearcats is going wild, as they should be. A phenomenal play. We'll be showing that replay for a while. But the key here is sometimes talent doesn't just win ball games. You have to have the ball bounce your way a couple times, and right there it definitely did. Combs had the ball in his mitts, and it just dropped into the Bearcat defensive player. And we've seen multiple times on Bearcats on offense, a tip ball goes into their wide receiver's hands. So a little luck here for the Bearcats, but they're making the most of it, and they're making their own luck.
DJ Nader was on the coverage, and he forced that interception. Enyard, right man, right place, right time as Brady Bowles takes the football up to the 20-yard line, now inside the red zone for the Bearcats. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And you're right, I'm surprised that Trevor Adams has remained on the sideline this long.
He hasn't looked super impressive, but he looks stable. And again, when you have the most efficient quarterback in the nation, giving the backup quarterback 3 straight drives is an odd choice. But again, the Bearcats, number 2 in the nation, they probably know what they're doing.
Burton, the running back. The give is to Burton. He's got a blocker out front, and he's brought down by Disney at the 15. It's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Bearcats as Tyler Disney and Nate Dreiling have really made their impact here in the early goings of the first half.
And we saw a stretch run play to the outside trying to get away from those linebackers, but when linebackers like Disney, like Windshuffle, like Dreiling are as intelligent as they are athletic, it's hard to get away from those guys consistently. The field is only so wide, so big. So a good play there, picked up solid yardage, 3rd and short, but no first down.
The give is to Creason, and he's met in the backfield by the big nose tackle, Tay Irving, lost on the play. The give is going to be to Robert Burton III as the helmet goes flying, gain of 4 yards on the play. That was the helmet of Tay Irving. He'll have to come off the field, and Devin Jensen will replace him.
Well, when you have a deep defensive line, that's not a big issue, although Tay Irving has made his impact felt today, blowing up multiple plays in the backfield. So this play, he might be missed.
Pistol set now. Bowles is going to go over. He's got Ruben Thomas who's got to step on the defender. Caught inside the 10. What a throw and what a catch from Bowles to Thomas.
Well, that's the second time they've tried that. Earlier in the first half, they tried the exact same play. Thomas just let it slip right through his fingers. This time, he had Washington burned for the second time, and this time he makes the connection down inside the 10-yard line. The Bearcats are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
Yeah, Deron Washington just a step behind the speedy Ruben Thomas as he hauls in his second deep ball of the game. Trips to the top for Bowles now. Burton goes out in motion. It's just a decoy as Bowles is going to keep it inside the 5, and he's going to walk in, high step his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And he is a running threat. We talked about that. They bring him in sometimes. He has 50 rushes, odd attempts this year. That's another one for a touchdown, and he has that type of athleticism. He's got a rocket for an arm, but he can really make him pay with his legs.
Well, Brady Bowles showing the poise of a senior on that drive. The long completion to Thomas, and then the big-time run to punch it in for 6, his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
And if you're a Gorilla fan, that is not the type of adjustments you want to see from your defense. You wanted to see them come out and play stereotypical Gorilla defense football, but right there, the Bearcats had their number. Big plays for that. They had 2 to 3 plays right there, and a hit in the end zone that early. The Gorilla defense can't allow that to happen anymore the rest of this game.